Jorge!
Okay.
What do you guys think I'll do for Last of Us Part 3? Do you reckon it will be Abby and Lev focused, with either Tommy or Ellie as the main villains? Because both of those have, like, nothing more to lose. Ellie lost not only Dina and her surrogacy with Jesse's son, which in itself was a bit fucked up. It was sort of like a weird love triangle with cuckery in there. But she also lost her 2 fingers to be able to properly play guitar, which was her one way of connecting with Joel. So she's got nothing but hate left. Same with Tommy. Tommy lost Maria. The arrow in his leg means he can no longer walk properly. And he also got his face disfigured by Abby when Abby, you know, shot him in the face. But, like, at the same time, they're both morally grey, or at least morally equal to what Abby has done. Ellie murdered not only Abby's love interest with Owen, but also murdered a random, you know, pregnant woman and her dog. Whereas Tommy shot Manny right through the face, like right in front of Abby, probably, you know, giving her PTSD. So, like, neither of those characters are innocent in and of themselves, but it will depend on the framing of the game, like the perspective it's, you know, shown from. So, if it's like Ellie focused, I don't know if they'll push the revenge angle anymore, But if it's Abby and Lev focused, with either Ellie or Tommy seeking revenge, that will probably be the angle they're aiming at. And if the previous pattern of game is anything to go by, like Abby seeking revenge for her father's death from Joel in the first game, it would be a similar thing. It might have been either Tommy or Ellie seeking revenge for the total destruction of their own lives, seeking revenge for what Abby did to Joel. And to be completely fair, no one gives the proper credit to the Abby arc in The Last of Us Part 2. Most popular culture just hates on Abby for either her weird, queer theory, metaphor, physicality, or her torturous murder of Joel, and Joel was a beloved character because he was the defender of individualism against collectivism, which is, a very, very admirable sort of trait. But that Abby arc, that was a strong arc. That was guilt-driven redemption, where she rescues both Lev and Yara from Seraphites, and later on, Lev specifically from the Seraphite island amidst, the whole chaos. There was a lot of hell imagery there, where all the dock and everything's on fire. So, in theory, it was the same sort of arc as Joel's, really. It was defending Lev's individualism against the Seraphites, which is the same as Joel's defense of Ellie against the collectivism of the Fireflies. Credit where it's due, right? That was, a similar surrogate parent arc to Joel's surrogacy of Ellie, which the series was born out of, which was probably the best survival horror game ever made, and the best story within a game ever made was Joel's surrogacy of Ellie after he lost his own daughter. When Lev's and Abby's relationship sort of echoes that, with Abby being, well, it's a little bit different because they've injected a ton of the goddamn queer theory into it, where Abby's sort of male androgynous parent figure, and Lev is gender confused, doesn't fit into the orthodoxy of the Seraphites sort of deal. And look, I'll be the first to point out that is a false comparison fallacy. Comparing, what would you say, Joel's defense of Ellie's individualism in the face of the collectivism of the Fireflies for the, in theory, greater good, as compared with Lev's rebellion against tradition, queer theory, tomboy individualists, gender role deal. Mind you, don't get me wrong, my values will usually align with the individual, unless it goes, full queer leftist defense of pedophilia. My values generally align with the individual, but yeah. Even in Lev's case, where Lev is sort of the, what would you say, tomboy, I wouldn't have gone all out and portrayed her as gender confused, particularly in this climate where gender ideology is getting pushed so goddamn hard by the left. And that it is getting pushed so goddamn hard, it is being used sort of as a shield for more nefarious parts of the left, particularly the parts that are super tolerant towards pedo shit. So, if I was influential enough to sort of influenced the makers of The Last of Us Part 3, and I could tell them to sort of back off on the progressivism in the face of traditionalism for Part 3. Like, I would, like, yeah, their cause is going to be so easily corrupted into supporting, you know, the worst of humanity. Like, either if it's like through, you know, overrepresented narcissism in gay and LGBTQ, which there've been studies on, by the way. They are vastly overrepresented in like narcissism and sociopathy, or even just, you know, the rampant pedo defense, like stemming from Foucault, stemming from all the queer theory. It is like, it's absolutely corrupted with pedo defense. Like, you can't ignore that. That is a significant part of queer theory from Foucault on. Like, the Foucault, the founder of it, he wrote essays in defense of abolishing age of consent laws for children's sexuality. Like, you can't discount that if you're going to push this type of theory. You have, like, the frame should always be, the frame should always be, you are on the back foot defending from that. Like, any frame that puts you on the front foot, where you don't have to defend that, just, it leaves an opening for pedophilia, which is just fucking horrible, especially in like popular culture. Like, there should be absolutely no opening for pedo shit in an ideology. And in queer theory and like leftist supporting queer theory and LGBTQ, they have been nothing but supportive of it. They've got the MAP identity, the minor attracted person identity, which is a direct extension from Foucault arguing from age of consent. That is like pedo shit to a T. That is like pedo apologia to a T. That is absolutely unacceptable in any ideology. I'd call it out if it was in Christian ideology, okay? Mind you, Christianity doesn't really have that problem. What's the Christian viewpoint? Chain a millstone about their neck and cast them into the sea for corrupting youth and that sort of thing. That being said, I have absolutely no support of pedophilia in the particularly Catholic Church, where they tried to defend it. Like, to me, the fact that they didn't lose all reputation immediately and they still have communities supporting that, what you say, government-supported, government-sponsored organisation of the church is absolutely crazy to me. Like, to me, Christianity is more about the individualist doctrine, following that, like the principles of Christianity, like Jesus Christ, take all the sin of the world onto yourself, be a martyr for the truth, follow the 10 commandments, don't kill, don't murder, don't steal, don't lie, don't bear false witness. You know, like basic shit. Like, the fact that we have like a Catholic Pope now that calls himself a Marxist is just like absolutely ridiculous. Like, he's meant to be a Christian, right? Like, Christian and Marxism, they're like, you know, they're kind of oxymoronic, really. Like, okay, let's go through it. Marx was like a scumbag piece of shit Satanist. He cheated on his wife with his maid. Some historians say that cheating on his wife was non-consensual, meaning he would have raped his maid, got his maid pregnant, refused to acknowledge his illegitimate son, and like that alone's horrible. In addition to that, he's like written plays with like satanic imagery of them, like with his flautist one, where the flautist is like summoning dark powers and all that sort of shit. he's like an active fan of Faust, and like Faust is about the deal with the devil and, you know, resentment against all of existence. Okay. Like, he can be, like, you can appreciate it as a literary work, but it gets a little bit weird if you actually, if you're like super like into the idea of a deal with the devil for power, and you like the idea of, you know, having power like that. Like, it's a bit of a tell, personality-wise, of his, like, horrible narcissism, that he would, like, trade morality for power. But, like, the whole Marxist ideology is, like, a simplified victim narrative, really. Okay, the rich are evil, and the, you know, the poor are inherently good, the workers are inherently good. Like, abolish property rights, kind of, out of resentment, because the rich have more than the poor. Like, it's very stupid and simplified. And it preys on resentment. Like, the first fable in the Bible, Cain and Abel, directly portrays resentment as bad. Like, Cain resents Abel and kills him out of resentment, because God favors his sacrifices. But, like, despite all of that, you've got a pope that calls himself Marxist. Are you kidding me with that shit? Like, he's obviously compromised, right? What kind of pope would call themselves Marxist? Like, obviously compromised.
Any luck? There's nothing over here. Bad feeling.
Right here! Let's get this done! Your eyes open.
God damn it! Damn it!
God.
I'll get your six! Let's go! Spread out, do a sweep. Move in! On it! Jorge!
Jesus.
Here we go! Here! Over here!
Okay.
The hell with you!